welcome to Budapest. I just got in. I am in the hotel room first, waiting for my mom to get here. I just ate a little lounge sandwich that I stole, and I'm about to go to the gym because I need to stretch and lift some weights. You know what I mean? Because I haven't done that in a long time. So I'm actually looking forward to this. And the nice part is like, I don't have to do any cardio. Like, I don't have to walk on the treadmill before because I just walk in general. So love that. So yeah, let's do hotel rooms tour. So this is the bathroom. Lovely, great brand of soap. Excellent. Then you walk in, this is the front door. You have the wardrobe, some shoes down there, some beds. I'm taking over both right now because obviously Terry's not here, but I figured I'd take this one. And then we have this like lovely little sitting area, and then our view is beautiful. Just of the cities. We are literally staying on like the rodeo of fucking Budapest. So I'm gonna go to the gym, come back, shower, get ready for the evening, and then when mom gets here, we're gonna go take a nice stroll, get some dinner, and probably have an early chill night. Sounds great to me. See you later.
You gotta try.
Terry's a genius. She just has this like black thingy that you can tuck your shirt in, and then look, it just transformed the fit. Wow. Oh, yeah. Wow, look at this fatty over there. 2 croissants seems a little excessive. I made her get me. So hello, as you saw, we were out till 4 in the morning. So this was more of a lunch, but we ate at our favorite little cafe, Edison and Jupiter, and walked across for the first time to the Buddha side. We were met with a long flight of stairs, but it was, you know, no big deal. We were climbing stairs daily. Went to the Fisherman's Bastion. It was beautiful, but very crowded. So we kind of just saw and then left. But look at the tiling on this roof. It was stunning. We found this cute little lookout point, which gave us a different point of view of the city, and then made our way down these cute little streets to the palace. But first, watch my mom try to open this. Oh. Because it's ridiculous. I'm not filming your face. I'm just filming you trying to open this box. She's in retard mode. Oh my god, but look at this cake. Now we're back. We went and found Dracula's labyrinth where he was locked for 10 years. It was actually really creepy, but it was really fun to see, and I love a little dark side. We just magically stumbled upon the changing of the guards, which is always fun to watch wherever you are. And I was just thinking to myself, like,
they're just they have to be good dancers. Like obviously they're soldiers, but they still have to be good dancers because they have to like walk in unison and kind of, you know, give a little sway. One of them has to play the drums. Like what if they didn't play the drums before? I don't know. But yeah, always a good sight to see. Then we wound up into the museum in the palace, which was actually one of my favorite museums that I've seen so far on this Europe trip because it was just so calm and quiet. And there wasn't like big tour groups going through it, you know, when you see those people with like the flag and they're leading a big group. But it was really fun, just really cool art, kind of a mix of everything. And I think the next one is literally called like Girls After the Ball, and I'm like, that's literally me and my friends after a night out, just like chatting in the bed after, recapping on everything. This is the cable car that takes you up to the Buddha side if you're lazy and stupid, so obviously we didn't take that. And then we walked back, and then we decided to take a little nap, and then watched the Arsenal versus PSG soccer game, went out to dinner, which I did not film, and then had yet another crazy night out. Here's actual footage of me coming home when the sun had already rose at 5 in the morning. Good morning. It's 3 p.m. Getting our day started. We were out till 5 last night.
Cinco.
Direction.
You can have some of my.
Yeah, your dips look good. You guys, room tour, house tour, Airbnb tour. We are literally, and I mean literally, on Lake Como. It is a little rainy. Right across there's Bellagio, there's Menagio, and then there's Varenna. We are literally on the lake. Incredible. And then we go here. There's another window with the couch just facing. Oh. Oh my God. Mama. Our room, the bed, the boudoir, and then a nice little bathroom. Plenty of space. Hi me. Soap, hair dryer, shower. This is just beyond.
stand on the opposite shore. Hello, Ramona. I reach through mysterious ceilings, my only hope. I look for the things I don't know.
Hi vlog. We're walking through the town of Milano. It's so cute. No town. We're just walking in the shade because I'm like a sunburn. But the plan for the day was we were walking around, driving the car up and down the beautiful lakeside road. And then now we're gonna go back to our little town closest to us, park for a second, go to our favorite little store, grab some sandwiches, wine, waters, stock up a little bit, and then there's so much noise. And then go back to our little place, get ready for our boat, and then our boat is picking us up at our little dock right by our Airbnb. And then we're gonna have a boat day for 2 hours, and it's gonna be beautiful. Mom's slaying. Okay, bye vlog. Another voice memo because I failed to literally talk about anything, but we are on the boat. It was so much fun, and I just wanted to like be off my phone, live in the moment. I got a few clips of Terry looking like a goddess and this beautiful villa, which I would love to die in. And then this was like the afternoon view. We played some cards pretty much every night, and then my mom is just admiring the view, and then we went to the same dinner place 2 nights in a row, and it was fantastic. And just, yeah, had the best time. Got the strudel and then the duck ragu, and it was fan-freaking-tastic. And then this was the end of our night. We had another day here, but I didn't film it just because I wanted to take it all in. So now teleported to Milan, and then we just kind of poked around, walked around the city, and it was really fun. And I'm sporting my new scarf that I got from Bellagio. That was also still in Lake Como, and I looked up how to wear it different ways, and I found this way, and it's literally my obsession, and I think it looks so good, and I'm obsessed. Then we went to the Galleria, looked at all the little designer stores, and then ran away as quickly as possible. Had to see a little bit of the Duomo, and then yeah, we just went to our rooftop for a little drink. The view was awesome. Had some champagne, little snackies. And then we went to a restaurant that was recommended by a friend, and we had excellent views of the Duomo, and it was a perfect way to experience this like touristy area without needing to be with the tourists. I had the Milanese risotto and bone marrow, and then this was the view from like the bathroom, and I just thought it was beautiful. Then we just kind of finished walking, and then we started off to go to a speakeasy, which I explain in a second. Hey vlog. We're walking to a speakeasy called White Rabbit. I'm excited. I know the password, and it's the most beautiful walk ever. It's quiet, it's local, and we're having a good time. See you. I don't think we'll be able to film at the speakeasy, but we'll let you know how it is. I underestimated how long that walk was, but we had the most perfect martinis and tequila gimlet, and it was fantastic. And there was a jazz singer, and she was amazing. And we left at just the right time because, as you can see, there's a little bit of a lightning show. The next day, we just went to the Navigli neighborhood for the vintage market, and then we ended up having a private tour, but I did not film the rest of the day, so this is all you're gonna get from Milan. I'm sorry. I just wanted to enjoy the time with my mom, and I have no regrets. Good morning. I'm in my amazing ginormous bed. My mom just left, and I'm so sad. Well, she left like an hour ago, and I'm still processing the fact that she's gone. And it's sad. It's so interesting when you solo travel and when you have people come visit you, and then they leave, and you're back to like doing things by yourself. And it's definitely a little bit like you come by yourself, and then you're used to it, and then you all of a sudden are by yourself again. And you're like, oh my god, I have to go back to figuring everything out by myself, and I don't have like anyone with me, and like, yeah. So that's why I turned to the vlog. So the last little bit of the Italian stretch is today I take a train to Camogli. I don't know how the Italians pronounce it, but they are like a Camogli or like something like don't quote me on it. I think that's wrong. But yeah, and so I'm going there, and it's just like, I don't know, it's 2 trains. Then I have to go to some random store to ask the lady for the keys to the apartment. Apparently the keys to the apartment, apparently the apartment is up like 5 flights of just gnarly stairs. So I'm a little nervous about that with my bags, but yeah. So I guess it's 9 o'clock now. My train is at 1. I've been up for like an hour because I just got up kind of when my mom got up. It's a little bit of a gloomy day in Milan. But yeah, so I'm just going to get situated, pack, go to the hotel breakfast, and then I'll probably leave here at 10:30. No, sorry, 11:30. 11:30, and that is all. Checkout's at noon, so but I want to get to the train station at noon so I can wait around and do nothing for an hour, because you don't know your train location, like whatever it's called, the why am I blanking? I'm retarded this morning, but you don't know the platform until you are like 10-15 minutes out. So okay, I have about 20 minutes until I need to leave for the Milan Central train station, and I just thought I would video vlog this feeling that I'm having, because I don't think, again, this is a highlight reel, especially if you watch my Instagram, you only see that I'm just like in the most beautiful places in the world. But I think what people don't see, and maybe what is a niche side of like half solo traveling, half being with other people, is how used to being around others you get. And even though I'm not like reliant on others, like I know I can always get through a city by myself, do what I need to do by myself, like you do start to always be like, oh, I have someone to talk to at dinner, I have someone to wake up with, like I have someone who's like gonna look out for me and stuff. And so you just really fall into the routine. And I basically had like my grandmother, then my dad, then my mom. So of course it's even more different because, well, not with my grandmother. My grandma, I love her, but she couldn't figure out shit. So actually I felt pretty much like I was still solo when my grandmother was here. But with my mom and my dad, obviously they're good travelers, and they like, you just, and it's your mom and your dad. So you're like, I don't have to worry about anything. Like my mom and my dad are here, you know, whatever. And even though I still like figured things out with them, or, you know, whatever, by myself in some ways, it still is different than when you're on your own again. And yeah, I also feel like, you know, it's June 7th. Happy birthday, Katie. Almost your birthday tomorrow. Even though I came here in April, it's like I'm kind of hitting this halfway point where like the trip is not almost over, but it is, a lot of things are behind, and it just kind of gets like hectic from here, and it gets more busy and more touristy. And so I'm just kind of, I'm feeling a little anxious this morning and a little bit alone. And I'm also just a little bit tired of packing, unpacking, packing, unpacking. And I literally have 3 days in Camogli, and then I go home for 1. But like once I'm home, my friends are there, which is going to be amazing. But I will need to like host them, unpack, repack. You know, I feel, even though they don't expect me to like get people everywhere, I still feel like this, I know Madrid, I know the airport, like I know like where to go. So like I feel like I'll be leading that portion, and they're literally good travelers, experienced travelers, like lovely people. But it's still just like makes you nervous when you're with your parents, you're like, oh, okay, like I can take the back seat, you know? So anyway, I'm just feeling quite anxious. So when I feel this way, I delete Instagram, because that never makes me feel good, especially seeing like kind of the darker side of Instagram and like society in Europe, and like all the theft and the pickpocketing and like the, you know, unsafe places for women. And luckily I'm not going to any of those places, but alone at least. But
yeah, it's just an interesting feeling today for sure. So, but I think it'll be okay. I think it'll all be solved once I go to a beautiful little small town on the Italian Riviera and just relax and go to the beach and read and try to disconnect myself from social media and disconnect myself from all the noise and try not to think too many steps ahead, because then I end up not enjoying where I'm at if I'm constantly thinking about like the next weekend, like the next week. So yeah, that's the tea. Love you. I'll see you at the train station and when I get to Camoli.